So, um, in this live stream, I wanted to read.
Uh, Hi. Uh, in this video, in this live stream, I want to read out my FIR that I made in the Model Town Police Station of New Delhi, New Delhi, India, on 28th of August of this year. And since I have made this, and this was not the first FIR that I submitted in that police station regarding this issue. I have submitted one more FIR when I had gone there. Uh, when I had gone there during one of my uh, during my first outburst, during my first emotional outburst. Uh, uh, it was perhaps on 24th, or yeah, it was perhaps on 24th. Uh, but it was before 28th. It was within 4 to 5. It was within a few days prior to 28th, and I had gone there and uh, uh, talked to the police ladies who were sitting there as I was led to them, and they told me to write everything and sign the paper, and I gave it to them. But when I went to the police station the following day, or not the following day, or perhaps after a few days, I saw that my FIR had not been recorded. So I knew, and when I went again, I had an extended FIR written with me. I had an extended FIR written with me, and I submitted that. Uh, uh, and I submitted that extended FIR the next time that I visited the police station. So I will be and I don't have the copy of my first FIR because I gave the original to I handed out the original to them directly. So uh, this is my this is my this is the FIR that I submitted. This is the first page of the FIR that I submitted. So it says the SHO, Model Town Police Station, New Delhi, 110009. And it is a stamped copy. And my investigation officer is SI Meena, and she has blocked me on WhatsApp and she has blocked me on call. This is my number. I have this. This is a valid copy. I have a stamped copy. This is the stamp. Model Town Police Station, and I submitted on 28th. And I have been assigned. And when I received the stamped copy, uh, uh, no, the yeah. So after receiving the stamped copy, uh, after a few days of submitting uh, this FIR, which was on 28th, I went to the police station again and to inquire about to inquire because I they had not called me back. They had not I had not been contacted. And then this lady Meena, my SI, my investigation officer, had also blocked me on WhatsApp, and she first of all she wasn't replying. She hadn't been replying to any of the messages that I sent her, and then she blocked me, and then she blocked me. So and because of which I had to go. Because of this, I had to go. I had to go to the police station, and then I asked, what did I do? Um, yeah, and I took this copy along with me, and I went to check if this FIR was in the record because the previous one was not. It wasn't even mentioned in the record of FIRs made on that day that I submitted that FIR on. Yeah. So I saw that it indeed had been that this FIR had indeed been made, and it had a number. So they gave me the number of my FIR, which is LC 1220. And they also told me my assigned investigation officer, which is SI Meena. She's a lady. She's a fat and tall lady. She's an obese and tall lady. So yeah. Uh, so I will now read out this FIR that I made on 20 that I submitted on 28th, and I wrote it because I wrote it on the night that because I was feeling I was again about to have an emotional outburst, and because of which I wrote this FIR, because these people have been continuing to do have been continuing to commit abuse against me for the past many years, and it has only increased. It has only increased because more and more people keep adding themselves. More and more people keep adding themselves and support this fellow who against whom I have made this against whom I have made this FIR. So let me now read this out. The SHO, Model Town Police Station, New Delhi, 110009. Subject, breach of privacy and emotional and mental harassment, followed by physical harassment, in order to drive the individual to suicide. So, sir, I am Kartika Pawar, daughter of Dinesh Pawar, and I have been staying in Delhi since 2010 when I came here to pursue my BSc Honours Physics from Miranda House, College of Delhi University. I am a 29-year-old female and I'm currently residing at 931 9/31 second floor, Vijay Nagar double story, 110009. And as I was reading this paragraph, I kept seeing this vision. So Holy Spirit keeps giving me visions. As I read this paragraph, I kept seeing this vision of my dad standing behind my back and hitting the back of my head. He is hitting the back of my head as I'm reading this. Perhaps he doesn't want me to make this FIR. He doesn't want me to go to the police station. Now I will end up dying in stress. I don't know. But he doesn't want me to complain about this. No, it is their abuse has been affecting my PhD. It has ruined my PhD in a way. It has ruined my mind in a way, and they want to turn me into a dumb slave, a dumb robot who only takes orders, who has no mind to think for herself. So yeah, so I will now continue reading this FIR. So I am writing to report the ongoing mental and emotional abuse on me, which I got to know about in 2020. This individual named, now please note this name very carefully, Mrityunjay Guha Majumdar, along with two more of his friends, uh, yeah, so this individual named Mrityunjay Guha Majumdar, along with two more of his friends. So there are two more friends. So he is the shortest and leanest of them. And there are two taller person. There are two taller people. There are two people taller than him. There are two people taller than him who are involved in this, whom God showed me in a dream that they were involved in this. They are also involved in this, along with two more of his friends sent tiny spy drones in my space and even inside my body after some time. I don't know the exact day or month they sent the drones in my personal space, but I got to know about it in 2020 when I was at home during the COVID lockdown. These fellows are so evil and wicked. When you look in their, when you look on their faces, look in their eyes, you get to see their wickedness. They have no, they have they have no godly sense. They have no real godly sense. They look so wicked. They look so wicked. They can feign innocence. They can feign righteousness, but they are not righteous. These are the kind of people who do all sorts of worldly and immoral things. They indulge in all sorts of ungodly things that are written against in the Bible. Yeah, they yeah, so let me zoom it out a bit, uh, if I can. Yeah, they use the spy drones to project my daily life online at a platform that I am unaware of. So I don't know on which site or on which app they are projecting me live, but they are using their spy drones to project me on live on an online platform. Um, yeah. And they have taken my pictures. They have taken my pictures from different spaces. Even when I was in washrooms, they put my naked pictures on that stupid platform. They also use it to please their senses by watching me naked while I am in the. So you see, so this is the first page of my report. uh, I only clicked uh, I only clicked the picture of the first page of the copy of this report. uh, Copy of this. This is the first page of the copy of my report, and this is the original report. This is the unstamped. This is the unstamped, uncopied report that I gave that I gave. So I will continue reading from this other copy. Uh, I can yeah I did not make a PDF. I did not make a PDF of this stamped copy. I did not make a PDF of all the pages of the stamped copy, but only the first page. Yeah, they use the spy drones to project my daily life online at a platform that I'm unaware of. They also use it to please, let me yeah, zoom this. They also use it to please their senses by uh, by watching me naked while I'm in the washroom or I'm changing clothes. They have clicked many obscene pictures of me and posted them online on that platform where they project my live life as well. They not only did the aforesaid, but also sent drones inside my body through different openings. A first one being my vagina, through which they burst an egg in my left ovary. So yeah, so they sent the drones and they hit on my left ovary and they burst an egg. And because of which I had felt a sudden and abrupt pain in my left ovary. And when I went for an ultrasound, the doctor told me that an egg had been burst, and it was because of and it had now taken the form of a cyst because of and a cyst had been left after the egg had been burst. This is how wicked and cheap they are. Uh, yeah, burst an egg in my left ovary. Second, through my nose into my head. So they sent their drone even into my head through my nose. They are so disgusting, cheap, and wicked and evil that they sent their drones in my head through my nose, where the drones hit my eyes from the inside and caused them to bulge out. Yeah, so they used to keep they hit my eyes they hit my eyes from the inside. Their drones that are inside my skull, they hit my eyes from the inside and they cause them to bulge out. And I have often woken up with bulging with eyes that are bulging out, and then I feel pain as well. And at times I feel very sharp pain when they constantly keep hitting against my eyes. Though it has decreased. It has decreased for the past few days. They are not hitting my eyes for the past few days, but they have been hitting my brain for the past all this time since they sent these drones, and I have been feeling these headaches. I have been feeling these hits for the past 4 to 5 months. I don't know uh, when they sent that drone in my eye. According to my memory, when I was in A16, this particular evening, I felt something move inside my eye. It was almost as if something was inside my eye and making it water. So my eye was constantly watering, and I had a feeling that something was inside and it is watering. But I couldn't get it out. I didn't know what was inside my eye. But there was something. I felt that there was something behind near the borders of my eye. I washed it several times. I put eye drops as well. And I felt yeah, but I did not find anything. But I could feel that there was something inside. And then a few months back for the past few months as well, I feel as if their drones, whenever their drones are near the space are near the space between my eyes, or they hit around the corners of my eyes, I feel this, I feel this, I feel this buzzing sound. I can feel this buzzing sensation because as their drones move around the corners of my eyes, this is how cheap they are uh, through my nose. So yeah, so they hit my eyes from the inside and caused them to bulge out. I can feel them hitting the inner surface of my eyes and also when they hit my brain. At times, they come too close near the outer surface as I can feel them. Outer surface of my eyes, that's what I'm implying here. They even projected the insides of my vagina online and live as their drones moved inside. They are so disgusting. Why are they sending these drones inside me? Why are they sending these drones inside me and projecting it online? They not only did the above, but also partake in sending different people to pass mentally and emotionally harassing messages that are intended to cause me distress and pain. They're not only doing this, but they are putting a lot of pressure on me. They did not only did this, they did not only do this, they are also doing this. It's almost as if everyone has become their messenger. They pass messages to me as those people upload it on the website, upload it on the platform, the platform on which they on which they on which they have uploaded, on which they are projecting my life. So many people have witnessed the online projection of my life, including my previous roommate Akhila Aram, when I was staying in A16 of Vijay Nagar single story. She knows the culprit, the one I mentioned in this report. She partook in causing me emotional distress by passing the mean and rude messages from the criminal guy Mrityunjay Guha Majumdar, who likes to portray himself online as a very disciplined citizen when he is in fact a political criminal who uses dirty tricks to get his way. So I hope this stanza makes clear who this guy is. He is not a righteous person as he pretends online. He is a political criminal who uses dirty tactics to get his way. So Akhila Aram, together with Mrityunjay Guha Majumdar, told me repeatedly to jump in the Ganga Nala and suicide. I had a fight with her one night as I was fed up of her abusive behavior, in response to which she told me to jump from the third floor that we stayed in, and she did it publicly in a group by cornering me in the balcony of room D1 in which we stayed. She even insulted my financial background of belonging to the of my familial background of belonging to the scheduled caste section of Indian society, and she did it together with her criminal boyfriend Mrityunjay Guha Majumdar, who has been giving me various threats via various channels. She also insulted my family's economic background together with the culprit and often backbited about me and treated me with disrespect. The night she told me to jump and suicide in a very bold and blatant tone, many other girls from the PG were present at the spot as well, but none spoke a word against her. She knew about my camera situation and how I was already under a lot of stress, but she added more to it by her mistreatment of me and the mean things she said about me, my working PhD, and my body, along with her friend Shin, who stayed on the third floor in room number C1 back when I was staying there. So during my entire time that I stayed with her, at first she was nice, but even then, within the first few months, she was nice. But even then, I saw glimpses of deceptive and disrespectful behavior coming from her when I was not doing anything back to her, I was only doing my work. She knew about my camera situation, that these people are projecting me online, and she knew that I was already under stress. But still, she said mean things about me. She said mean things to me and this yeah and then she was insulting my work in PhD as well and she would sit with her friend Shin who looks like a northeastern girl. She's a fair slim northeastern girl who stayed in A16 below our room.
insulting and degrading things about me. So this girl Akila, she said that she's why is she saying insulting things about my body? Why is she saying insulting things about my PhD? She was saying to her friend Shin that my manuscript, my paper, it keeps getting thrown from one person to another. They are not taking it in. So who is she? Who is she to say that about my paper? And then she said. And then she said, yeah, and then she said that though I work out, I am not a fit person, and it's only that only my bust and ass are they are bulging out, but I am not fit. But she said it. But she said it in a very she said it in a very in a very कौन है? I will take a break because a guy just came to deliver an order. Yeah. Uh, you stayed on the yeah. Uh, so this yeah. So both of them together, they insult me. They say mean things about me, and they have I don't know what is the force driving them to do so. I have no idea what is the force driving them to do so. Why do and they feel and they feel and they feel a sort of relief. I don't know. It seems as if it's fun. It's fun when they do that. It is fun to them. Insulting others, insulting an innocent person who is already going through a lot of who's already going through a lot. It is fun to them. It is fun to them. Two more girls caused me a lot of problem. They came to stay in the PG for the same reason. Those two girls that caused me that problem, they came to stay in the PG to cause me problems. They did not have a real reason. They came there as messenger girls. And since I have started having this camera problem, these messenger girls, where in whichever PG I go, I see these messenger girls. These messenger girls come there, they are sent there to send messages to me. So these their names are Archie and Himanshi. These two girls came as messenger girls in A16. Himanshi gave me indirect threats, and together they communicated messages from the culprit to me and caused me a lot of mental and emotional stress. It was during the time I stayed in A16, which was from October 2021 to March 2023. So yeah, so it was during the time I stayed in A16, which was from yeah. So during this time when I stayed, somewhere during this time, these two girls, Archie and Himanshi, came to stay in the in that PG, and they were undergraduate students. They were undergraduate students. So Archie was a short-heighted girl. Himanshi was taller. Archie was darker. Himanshi was slightly darker than Himanshi. Yeah. Uh, yeah, and they stayed in the room on and they stayed in the room on the third floor of A16, the only room which doesn't has an attached toilet, the only room which doesn't has which has its toilet in the hall, beside the sofas, beside the common area. Yeah. My situation of being projected online was already difficult enough, but these people made it even more difficult for me by adding to my stress. There are many other people who worked on the behalf of this guy to bully me. So this guy is a bully. He's a political bully. He only learned to use his politics to get his way. He did not. Yeah. And he thinks it's a good thing. He thinks it's a good thing to do. On the 24th of this month, I had a severe mental and emotional breakdown because of their persistent abuse and harassment of me, which led me to write a report in this police station, which I don't have a copy of. So this is the situation that I previously talked about. I don't have a copy of the first report that I wrote on 24th. So I had yet another mental breakdown on the day. Yeah. Um, Hello. Yeah, so my ear dopes have gone out of battery. So I hope I would be audible uh, audible well through my laptop's speaker. Yeah. So I had yet another mental breakdown the day before yesterday on Saturday when I was getting persistent thoughts of slitting my wrist. So I had Yeah, so I had yet another mental. So I kept seeing this vision of me having slit my wrist as I stood beside the as I stood beside the kitchen sink of this new room. And apart from that, the criminal has threatened to slaughter my hand for writing the previous report, though he was the one who pushed me to do the same. He was the one who pushed me to do the same. He, along with his friends, want to physically abuse me or make me submit to them sexually. They have a problem with me trying to live right in the right way, and they want to uh, uh, they want to violate my sanctity by making me submit to their abusive tactics. They have the heart of a rapist and lack conscience, which is very much blatantly displayed in their treatment of me. And even God portrayed that guy as the villain Dushman, as the villain Dushman from the Hindi movie Dushman. So God has also portrayed that guy named Mrityunjay Guha Majumdar, such a huge name. It seems as if he's someone powerful. You know, he wants to he his family named him in a way to give a sense that, oh, he's going to be someone great. But he look at what he did. Look at what he did. This is his reality. He is a person who visits prostitutes. He is a person who has slept with many women. He is a person who has no morals. Who has no morals. Who goes to all the immoral places godly people don't go to. He is that person. And I always, and whenever his disgusting car passes me by, how do I know about it? I know about it by the evil aura, though I don't know who is inside it, but I can sense a wicked aura. I can sense a wicked aura from this. And he and he is and he likes to show off using he likes to show off by driving in big cars. He likes to show off by driving by in big cars. And that's also one of his identifying markers. Yeah, they even threatened to make me blind, deaf, to shoot my forehead with a bullet, and to empty my bank balance, and also to make me impotent by causing damage to my reproductive system, which they already did. They did not make me impotent, but they caused damage to my reproductive system. They also burst veins inside my body, which caused great problems for me during a certain period of time. It was the time I used to get weird sensations inside my body. And then I was told by my dad and one more lady in church to not drink water, I don't know why they told me to not drink water. So I am writing a report against this guy, Mrityunjay Guha Majumdar. I think he should have had a name which should have depicted his character, and that's why God depicted him with a short name, which is Dushman. He's Dushman. He's Dushman from the movie Dushman. He that name truly depicts his character. His two friends, whose names I don't know of, so I have written this report against this guy, his two friends that I don't know the names of, but he knows them. They are taller than him, and one has a dark and round face. Yeah, and I don't know. He looks even. I don't know if I have seen him, but I have come across. I came across a dark guy. He looked so. Yeah, he looked so wicked. He was carrying such a wicked look on his face. He This car stopped beside me, and there was this dark guy. It was in my department. It was in my department, and this car, out of nowhere, it has stopped beside me. And because of its weird behavior, it catches my attention. And the windows are see through, so I spot a dark guy, and it reminds me of the person I had seen in my dream, because he resembles slightly to that. I don't know if he was that. I was not 100% sure, but it reminded me of that guy that I had seen in my dream, because he too had a slightly round face and he was dark. So I wrote this report against this guy, Mrityunjay Guha Majumdar, his two friends whose names I don't know of, Akhila Aram, Archie and Himanshi, who stayed on the third floor of E16, and all the other people who have supported his abuse of me. Now there are many others who served as messengers, who served as wicked messengers, and I have not named them. I have not named them in this report. These are just these are a few these are a few names. These are only a few names. So when after A16, after that fight that I had with this foolish immoral lady named called who thinks she's someone great because of her background of birth. So she thinks she's someone great, and she yeah. So and this guy, this girl Arshi, she said to me on the night on the night of the fight, she as she was leaving the room, she said to me, we all were born like this. So she's admitting that she has a problem. She is admitting that all of them has a problem. All of them have a problem. So yeah. So she said that we were all born like this. So they were all born abusers. No, this point should be noticed that they were all born abusers. They were all born abusers. Yeah. Uh, and after A16, after that fight that I had in the after that fight that I had in A16 with this stupid girl, this immoral stupid girl, I who was acting very righteous, who was acting very righteous as if she's doing everything right. She is causing me a lot of mental pain and stress because she's saying all these mean things about me. Now, if she can't say anything good, why is she saying anything bad? Now, if she can't do anything about the situation that I am in, why is she saying those mean things to me? Why is she putting her poison? Why is she putting those mean words inside my brain and causing me more stress? If she all a normal person would have understood that I am already going through a lot, and that they should not at least add to my burden. But this foolish immoral girl kept adding to my stress by saying mean things about me, and then she's so foolish that she's acting righteous. She does the wrong thing and then she acts righteous. And the same goes with this stupid guy who does the wrong thing and then he acts righteous. So these people, they are psychopaths. They are psychopaths. They do the wrong thing. They know they're doing the wrong thing, and they also act righteous. They also act as if they are very pure and they are doing everything right. But at the same time, they lie, they abuse, they frame people in falsely framed situations, and they pass demeaning comments. So these are those demented psychopathic people. Yeah. And when I shifted to A10, after A16, I shifted to A10, which was Apurva PG. In that PG also, I came across many girls who served as messengers. So this girl named Srishti, she was a very tall, she was a very tall and lean girl. She was a very tall and lean, very slim, and yeah, and she had baby hair. She had baby hair, and she was very fair. She was from Bihar. She was from Bihar, Patna, and yeah, and she stayed with this girl Stanzin. So both of them used to pass messages to me. Both of them used to pass. So this girl Shrishti, so this tall and fair girl Shrishti came to me with a yo-yo in her hands that she was playing with, and she was making the point that I could be hurt from a distance. I could be hurt from a distance, and then she was saying, and then this day she said, this day she said that if I do not comply, if I do not comply, I would have a lot of problem in pooping and peeing, which I already am facing because they sent cameras. They sent cameras in the commode and capture my process, my process of pooping and peeing, and they telecast it live. They telecast it live. So this girl came. So it is quite apparent that this young generation which is passing me messages, they have no conscience. They are all gone corrupt. They are all gone foolish. They are all gone wicked and stupid. They have become so stupid and foolish. Why are they even here trying to get a degree? If they don't even have that much moral sense, they don't even have that much basic sense of what is right and wrong. Why is she even pursuing that degree? And why is this foolish girl pursuing? What is this foolish girl doing here? And what is this guy doing in his profession of teaching? What is this foolish guy doing his profession who has such a long name, when his short name should have been Dushman from the movie Dushman. And this yeah, and these two girls, this girl Himanshi, so the first time I met her was on the roof of A16, and the way she looked at me told me that she was a messenger. She she talked, she talked in a very weird tone. It was not compassionate at all, and she was smiling. It's almost as if a wicked person is smiling. It was almost as if a wicked, you see. So how does that look? A wicked person is smiling at you. So I was hanging clothes on the rope, and and then at first she was standing beside the railing of the roof, and then she came and sat on one of the cemented stools, which was right behind me. And what she did was, she said, uh, she said she was threatening me about my dad, and she said कि मेरे पापा को कुछ she said something to threaten me about regarding my dad. She said that my dad is not at peace, and she said it in such a wicked tone. It in such a wicked tone. I knew that she was giving me a threat. It made me feel so disgusted with her. It made me feel so disgusted with her. I did not want to talk with her. So you see, in this way, these people these people have been abusing me, have been sending messages to me, have been sending threats to me. In this way, all these disgusting people have been serving as messengers of this foolish guy, uh, and I have also talked to his sister, who was staying who stayed in a 16 a 16 when sorry, who stayed in a 17B. His sister, who stayed in Sarod Sadan. Yeah, she is also a short-heighted girl, and I happened to talk to her once when I was on the roof of A16. So A17B and A16, they are adjacent. They lie adjacent, and they're connected by uh, yeah, they are and A17B, the roof of A17B can be seen from the roof of A16, which is at a level above the A17B. It is a floor. It has an extra floor than A16, and they are connected by a narrow home in between. So there is A17B, then there is one building, then there is A16. So I happened to talk to the sister of this abusive guy, and I and by and during that time I did not have very hard very hard feelings of hatred, because because it hadn't been too long. You see, I hadn't gone through this abuse for too long. So I was still in my grace. I was still in my grace mind, and then I was also growing closer to God. And I was more concerned about telling people about Jesus and the gospel, and his gospel of salvation. So my intention behind talking to the sister of this wicked man was wicked. He's not even a man. He's a demon possessed man. So he's a meat suit possessed by demons. So my intention behind talking to the sister of this guy was to tell her about the gospel, because whoever I happen to talk to, I would share with them the gospel of Jesus Christ. I will take a brief break, water break, because my mouth has gone dry. Yeah. So I had a long chat with her, and I saw how the minds of these people worked. In that moment, I saw how the minds of these people worked. They were able to smile. They were able to act good while they were doing something very wrong. So I saw that this is how the minds of these people work. That they were able to function in a normal way while doing while committing all the wrong crimes, while committing all the crimes no while committing all the wrong acts, because crime is wrong by default. So a wrong crime would be something right. He yeah. So they commit all the wrong acts, and they still act as if they are so righteous. I saw that his sister said to me that they are stealing it from me because I am not giving it to them. She is the one who revealed it to me, that they're stealing it from me because I'm not giving it to them. So what are they stealing it from me? And what am I not giving to them? Uh, my body. So they are stealing. They are sending cameras in my washroom whenever I go to bathe or poop or pee or do anything. And they yeah. So she is telling me, and she is not feeling bad about it. You see, if I know that a person is going through such a situation, I would see that they must be in a lot of pain, and I will identify with their pain, because I know that they are in that situation. So if I am a human, if I am a normal human, how can I say to another person that how can I look at their situation in that objective manner, not showing any empathy towards the situation, towards the condition of that person. So she is telling me, so she is, and I also saw this other way these people thought. If they were the kind of people who could not take a no, they could not take a no, they could not take a no. So I because his sister said to me, uh, when I told her that when I shared with her how I left this other girl called Anjali. So Anjali was a girl I met in Sarod Sadan when I was still staying there. So before shifting to A16, I was staying in Sarod Sadan, and there I met this girl Anjali, whose behavior had started to become hostile. Like, she was a deceptive girl, and her behavior with me had started to change. It had started to become weird, because of which I ended my friendship with her and told her that I did not want to contact. I did not want any contact with her, and I did not want to have any kind of interaction with her. She had gotten married to a guy in Dubai, and she yeah, and even after she was married, she was hitting on me. She is touching me in inappropriately. So I could see, and then she's giving me weird looks. So and she's not doing all the time. It's almost as if there's a certain instant that she does so. You see, so all these people, you see, all these people. So this girl Anjali, she is not behaving. She behaves okay most of the times. Say 60% of the times she behaves okay, but then 40% of the times she becomes that other person, uh, who is doing those things that I that I don't want to be subjected to, that I don't want to be subjected to. Yeah, but I am not doing anything wrong to her. Even 1% of the time, that I did not do anything wrong to her during even 1% of the time that we were together. Why is she doing wrong things to me? But why? Yeah. So when I shared with her, I shared with that with the sister of this guy, the cousin sister of this guy, that I ended my friendship with that girl Anjali, and his sister also knew that girl, because she had met her once or twice. Yeah, she had come to she had come. I don't know. She wanted to go on a morning walk with her, which Anjali was sharing with me when she was still friends with me. So yeah. So yeah. So I shared with that I shared with that girl about how I ended my friendship with Anjali, and she said in a very bewildered tone. She seemed amazed. It was hard for her to believe it. She said, and she agreed, and she agreed to unfriend you. It's it was almost, see, I told her that I ended my friendship with Anjali. I told her to not contact me, and the sister of this abusive guy is asking me in bewilderment, and she agreed, and she agreed as no, okay. So why was she not supposed to agree? If someone tells me that I'm not supposed to call them, why will I call them? I have to respect their boundaries. So it shows how the minds of the entire family works, how the minds of this entire family works. Even his sister thinks, even his sister thinks in boundary breaching ways. They don't know what is healthy. They don't know what is the right way to interact. Even his sister thinks it is right to trespass someone's boundaries to get one's way. Yeah. So while the culprit is a short-heighted, fair, and lean guy, the other two are of a normal stature and are dusky in complexion. The first one knows the other two very well. My PhD supervisor also knows the culprit and the other two fellows who began their abuse of me for their enjoyment at the expense of my life and mind's sanity. The culprit has given me threats of different kinds and communicated various ways of killing me. I worked as a PhD student under the supervision of Professor Nivedita Deo. This is the name of my professor. I am a PhD student in the Department of Physics and Astrophysics of Delhi University. Yeah. So my previous supervisor was Avdesh Prasad, whom I left because he is a sexual harasser. The culprit sent this guy named Deepak. So the culprit, this culprit, who's the culprit? This culprit named this culprit this culprit, whose God-given nickname is Dushman, whose God-given nickname is Dushman. So Dushman sent Deepak, a guy named Deepak, as an ad hoc for his own self to transfer his messages to me, which Deepak himself admitted in front of me as he said that someone needs to serve as a messenger of the wicked ones. Deepak also caused me a lot of mental and emotional stress by his conscienceless comments and messages that he passed to me. So Deepak is a dark guy. He Deepak is a dark guy. He hails from the border. He hails from this place. From what he told us, he hails from, and he joined as a PhD student under Adhish Prasad. Yeah, and I could tell that he is a messenger. He's a messenger. He talks a lot about he was a part of Arya Samaj. He knows this, he knows that, but he has no moral sense. He has no moral sense. He behaves in such immoral ways in front of me, and then he keeps talking about killing people and killing families, killing an entire family. So he was threatening me that they kill an entire family who don't listen to them, and then he started talking about people who take weekly wages, criminals who take weekly wages from people. So these are all the things I don't want to listen to. I don't want to befriend criminals. Why should I know about? Yeah, but he is telling me the lifestyle of that guy. He is like that. He is like that. He is involved with criminals. He is involved with gangs. Yeah, he is like that. So yeah, he what am I? He threatened me about my entire family being targeted and killed. So this is how disgusting he is. Now, if I have to threaten someone, if um, I will feel so bad if I had to threaten threaten an innocent person that I will kill your family, you and your entire family. It is such a heinous crime. It is such a heinous crime. That how can you even but then how could they even think about sending those cameras in my private space? But they did. They have that mind of the abuser. They have that mind of the abuser. The people, these three culprits in question, are able to do what they did because of their wicked political reach. Uh, because of because of their wicked political reach and surplus wealth, which helped them to invest in the spy drones. I request you to look into this matter as it has now begun causing me immense distress and it makes me mentally disturbed and leaves me unable to do anything at times. All the people I mentioned in the report are guilty of driving me to this state wherein I can't stop crying out loud for long periods of time. The people involved are psychopaths, educated psychopaths, and criminals. These people are all educated psychopaths. They are psychopaths because they can feign normalcy. They can feign normalcy, but they are not normal. They are very much abnormal, disordered people. Uh, uh, they know how to be normal. They know how to be normal, but why are they not being it all the time? Why they are only being it some of the time? Because the time they're not being normal, they are causing great damage. They're causing great damage to others whom they target. This guy, Mrityunjay Guha Majumdar, had his BSc from St. Stephen's College, MSc from DU, and PhD from Cambridge University. I am writing this as an additional identifying marker. Likewise, his other two friends too had their degrees from good places, and I'm sure they must be places abroad, places from abroad. All three are morally downtrodden and sexual perverts who can even rape an individual and kill her if it suits them or their needs. I request you to kindly look into the matter with a good speed of investigation. Yours, Kartika Pawar. And then I shared my number. This was my phone number. Kartika, and my email address is Kartika Pawar. This is PANWAR at yahoo.in. Also, Akhila was mocking me by saying that her boyfriend and culprit had many cases going against him and therefore wouldn't be affected if he had one more added to the queue. But his and his friends' act has turned my life completely upside down and has left me handicapped mentally in mental and emotional ways as I am unable to do even the daily chores. I request a speedy investigation into the matter. Thank you in anticipation. And this is my name again, Kartika Pawar. So the culprit wants to sexually exploit me and add me to his group of women he has sexual relations with. He perhaps must have stalking FIRs filed against him already, filed against him previously as well, if his record is checked. I don't want to have any relation with this person who has caused great damage to all aspects of my life. Kindly take strict action against him, for he sends new threats every day. So this was my FIR, and it only carries a part. It only carries a small part of what I have gone through because this thing has been continuing since 2019, and I got to know about it in 2020. And now I have had a lot of their abuse, and it has begun to affect me in severe ways. And it is only because of Jesus. It is only because of Jesus that I have been able to continue up till now. And then I wanted to yeah, so here um, uh, so these were the people, these were the main messengers. So there was this other girl also called Barkha. She first came as a roommate. She first came as my roommate in room number C4. In C4 she came as my roommate. She was also a messenger. She used to say hurtful things to me all the time. Why is she saying all those things? Yeah, and when I shifted to A10, those girls, that girl, she used to say mean things about me. She was also a psychopath because she would quickly change her countenance to being normal. She would say this mean thing about me, and then she would quickly change her countenance to being normal. And then this girl, other girl, Kavya, she was a tall, fat, and dark girl, and yeah, she said to me, go to this and this person. She's saying indirectly to me, go to this and this person and give them a drink, and don't say that we forced you, and let us continue watching you now. So she said it to my face. She said it to my face that go and give a drink to this and this person, and don't say that we forced you, and let us continue. Let us watch you now. Yeah, and I thought, oh yeah. So she was also one of those people who would feign normalcy. Doesn't she know that I am already going through a lot? Yeah, like all these people, they act as if they are so they have no empathy. They have no empathy. Uh, they are of the serpent race. They are of the devil's race. They are not of God. They are of the devil's race. They're of the devil's race. I hope God judges all of them. I hope God judges all of them if they do not turn away from their ways, if they do not turn away from their ways and repent. So this was my extended report that I submitted on 28th, and this is the copy of that extended report. This is the copy of this extended report. Yeah, so this report I submitted into the police station, and I received this stamped copy, which I have with me. And we can see my report number is written here, and my investigation, the name of my investigation officer is also written here, and she has blocked me. She has blocked me. She has blocked me on WhatsApp, and she has blocked me on phone. So in this video, I wanted to talk about this FIR against these people, these wicked people. And in the next video, I will talk about uh, the different phases the dancing guy in worship went through went through as he continued worshipping God. You see, if you are a person of God, you cannot condone sin for long. Now it is written in the Bible that if someone slaps your cheek, you should offer the other cheek as well. And I am tired of offering the other cheek now, because you see, by not taking action against them, I was in a way offering my other cheek, and I kept offering it. I kept offering one cheek after other for 4 years. For 4 years, I kept offering one cheek after the other because I did not do anything. I did not do anything about my situation. I thought that these people, I thought that I had a walk with God. I thought that because I was walking with God, God will do something about it. God will see into, God will make a way, because I was hearing directly from Him. So I knew that God is with me. So I had that confidence. I had that confidence. But then I started having these emotional outbursts. I then started having these emotional outbursts, and therefore I had to go and make this report. And when I made this report, I was very angry, and I was shouting in the police. I was crying. I was crying and shouting in the police station. I was crying. I had that level of outburst, and I don't think it was my own. I think I was led by God, because God is not blind. God is not blind. God doesn't condone sin. God doesn't call good evil and evil good. God doesn't call good evil and evil good. He calls good good, and He calls evil evil. So yeah. So I am not going to act as if these people have done a very right thing. I am not going to act as if what they are still doing is is right. Why are they playing these games? They don't they know the right social way of doing things, if they are so socially advanced? But no, they want to use the psychopathic means to turn a normal individual into a psychopath like them, who is numb to the pain of others, who is able to cause others pain to get her way, to get her or his way. Because you see, these people, they not only do the wrong thing, they also say mean things. They also say mean things for no reason about an innocent person. Why are they doing that? Because they're capable of doing that. And the fact that they are capable of doing that says that they are not safe. They're not safe to be around. They are capable of doing that to an innocent person, you see, and they have proved it by doing it. They have proved it by doing it. So these people are not at all safe to be around. These people are only, these people can only thrive with people like them, because because my friend, because that girl called named Akila, she was always staying with gossip mongers like her, and she often gossiped about me behind my back. She said mean things about me, and at the same time she also, and though she is insulting me to my face, I don't feel good in her presence, as I feel this deceptive aura. I feel this deceptive aura. And then she says she says hurtful things. It's almost as if she will say a hurtful thing, a deceptive thing, and act as if she never said it. So this is who she is. This is how they act. And then you bring it up, they say, "Oh, well, why do you remember it? Why do you remember it?" So am I an abnormal psychopath like them? Am I an abnormal psychopath like them? I am not saying anything to them. Why are they saying those mean things to me and then act as if they never said it? And then they put the onus on me that, oh, who remembers such a thing said who remembers a thing said such a long time back? Then why did they say and do that thing, that wrong thing, that they shouldn't have done or said? Yeah. Yeah. So these all these people, they are morally degraded people. They are morally degraded people. They don't have any godly sense. They have a godly sense, but they don't use it all the time. It's only a substitute. It's only a toy. Their godly sense is a toy. Is a toy. And their wicked sense is the operating mechanism. Their godly sense is a toy, and their wicked sense is the operating mechanism. Yeah. So yeah. So I wanted to make this video about this report that I submitted in the Model Town police station. And as I did so, yeah, I saw my dad. My dad. It seemed as if my dad did not want me to go to the police station, because when I went to the police station, he was telling me, why do you want? He was telling me, please don't get me killed. So he is texting me with, please don't get me killed. So he is fearful of his life. He's fearful of his life if I if I if I make the report. But so these people are so cheap and downtrodden. These people are so cheap and morally downtrodden. Now, and that they will even laugh. They will even laugh at me making this video. They will even laugh at me making this video when it only shows how wicked they are, how wicked they are. Um yeah. Yeah. So with these words, with these words, and you see, this girl, she knows the culprit. She knows the culprit I complained against in this report. So why is she not asking him? Why is she not asking him to stop running after me, to retract his cameras? Why is she not asking him? Why is she not asking him to stop this abuse? But she is only supporting his abuse. She's only supporting his abuse. Why is she not asking him to stop his abuse? But she joined hands with him to say to even up to abuse me even more. She joined hands with him to abuse me even more. It shows how stupid she is. That if how stupid she is. If I was at her place and I had all those resources that she has, I would have filed a complaint against that guy without that person who is being projected live even knowing about it. Like if I was at her place and she was at mine, and before I had even shifted with her, and if I was at her place and she was at mine, and we were still living in those different in those different rooms, I would have filed a complaint against what I saw. I would have filed a complaint long back against what I saw. But this foolish girl went ahead and formed bonds with that guy. Now, I am not against the form against her doing so, but but uh, but why is she supporting wickedness? Why is she supporting wickedness? Why is she, yeah, so such a so these behaviors, this kind of behavior, it shows how See, these kind of people, they are no good. These kind of people are no good because they a healthy society, it operates when it operates well, when if one person sees something bad happening, he either reports it or does something to stop it, so that things are things stay in check. But this but she now she claims to be so rich. She claims she says that she earns that she has that her dad earns in lakhs or crores or etc., that she's so rich. Then why when I was not staying with her, why did she not take a step? Why did she not use her power to help me? Why did she not use her power to help me if she is so great, if she's so great and rich? She only used her status to make me feel small, so it shows. This is what reveals, this is what reveals her, this is what reveals her and others. This is what reveals your how righteous you are, how right the way that you think. This is what reveals. Anyway, so yeah. um um yeah, so I think I am done with this video, and in my next video I will talk about this worship video that I made. uh, well, I had an outburst today when I talked to this lady, when I dialed 100. When I dialed 100, this police lady picked up, and while talking to her, I had an outburst because my investigation officer was not picking up. She no, she had blocked me. So yeah, and so that outburst led me to make this video. You see, if why am I doing all this? Because their abuse is making me. Why did I file this report? Because their abuse pushed me to the threshold. So I filed this report. Why did I make this video? Because their abuse pushed me to make this video. And I don't know what I'm going to do next. I don't know what their abuse is will push me to do next. Of course I don't want to do anything which is immoral, or which Jesus won't like. I don't want to do such a thing. And I want to be in his good books. I want to be I want to be the child who follows him, who follows his ways. I don't want to be people I don't want to be on a low road like these people, because even in a dream God showed me that I was on the high road. I was on the high road, and this the disgusting fellow, this fellow, he was on the low road in his car. That I was running, I was walking on the high road where there were no homes, and this fellow was below, was at a level below on the low road where all the homes were. So yeah, so I don't want to stoop down to their level, but at times you have to reply back as well, as I have been doing for the past some time. For a long time, I ignored many messengers, and yeah, and I would like to talk about this these these new messengers that they sent in this new place, that I shifted. So opposite to my room, opposite to my room is a brown door, and to the is a brown door is a brown iron door which leads to the home of my owner. And then as you go upwards, it leads to two room sets which they have rented out. And now that is when you go inside the brown door. But to the left of the brown door is a white door, and inside that white door is a white apartment, sort of. And in that apartment has shifted a family. I don't know if it's even a real family. I don't know what kind of family it is. There is this girl and there is this fat auntie who usually dresses in sarees. So these women keep passing messages to me, indirectly. These women keep passing messages to me. So these women serve as the new messenger. So you see, so everywhere I go, these people send messengers. In my department, they send this guy named Deepak, who is a who is a uh, who is a PhD student enrolled under Avdesh Prasad. In this place, they sent in this 931 Vijayanagar double story. They sent these women inside that white door beside the brown iron door, beside the that lie opposite to my room. In A10, in A10, they those girls Srishti served Srishti and others. So this other girl called named Saloni. Saloni, she was a tall girl and she was a sports person, and she was an MSc student. She was enrolled in my department only. She was enrolled as an MSc student in my department, Department of Physics and Astrophysics of University of Delhi. So this girl called Saloni, and she hails from a village. So she served as a messenger all the time, and she transferred to me stupid messages that I did not want to hear. She said stupid things to me. I did not want to. I did not at all want to hear those things. Yeah, why do they keep sending me such foolish messages that I don't want to know? Yeah, so so many people have been serving as messengers all this time. And when I was in A16, these Archie and Himanshi, they served as messengers. Yeah, and then this Barkha was a messenger as well. But these girls, Archie is a great actor. Archie is a great actor. She's a great actor. She can shout and throw things when confronted with the truth. So these women Archie and Himanshi, they made this slit in the cap of my tumbler, and because of which, and I had stored milk in that tumbler, and because of that slit, it started leaking milk from that place. And I knew that it was a cheap joke. It was a cheap joke that these women had made on me. So I went and banged on their door because I was very angry. I was very angry, and then they yeah. So that lady named Archie, she and then I said it openly that she knew the cameraman, that she was working as a messenger for the cameraman, and in response to which she started shouting and crying, and she started throwing her dustbin. She started throwing her dustbin as if I had said said something terrible, but I had only said the truth. So we see how good actors these people are. They never admit when they have done something wrong. They are never going to admit when they have done something wrong, and they always talk in riddles. Go away. And there's this fellow above me who keeps making sounds. I don't know. I keep hearing these foolish sounds. Yeah. And it annoys me a lot at times, but I ignore this voice most of the times that's coming from above. So I don't know if it's the voice if it's the voice of a real guy who is staying above me, or if they are using, oh yeah, or if they're using cameras, or if they're speaking through their cameras. I don't know. I don't know. But it's a very annoying, presence. It's a very annoying presence, that sound that keeps coming from above. Anyway, yeah, so they have all these messengers around me, and I'm writing this to make a record, of my situation, the situation these abusers have put me through. They did not lose anything in any of this, and they did not lose anything. What did they lose? uh, they did not lose anything. They can't lose, they can't lose they can't lose their sanctity. They can't lose their honor because they have none. They have none. They have lived a lifestyle. They have lived an immoral lifestyle their entire life. They had nothing to lose when they did this. They had nothing to lose. They were already characterless. They were already immoral, characterless people. But they tried to do huge damage to me because they could see that I was not like them. They could see that I was not like them. I was not like them at all. And so they did this to cause damage to me. And they even want to me. want me to be a dropout. They even want to be a PhD dropout. So this foolish lady, this messenger lady comes walking by and says कि सीढ़ियाँ second floor पे खत्म हो जाती हैं. So she was saying that I was not supposed to go beyond MSc. So who are these people? Who are these people to tell me to come and say to me such things that only put more stress on my brain? So you see, I am so tired of these disgusting people. Yeah, yeah. It's almost as if they have no good sense, almost as if they are robots. It's you see them talking and smiling, but behind that facade is a wicked self. Behind that facade is a wicked self that is ready to do something very wrong. That is ready to say and do mean things. You see, that's who they are. That's who they are. Yeah. So yeah. So I will now end this live stream here, and uh, I will talk in my next live stream about the journey of this guy the through worship and how he transforms to his glorified self. To, he transforms to his glorified self as he continues worship and he how he increases in anointing as he continues worship, how God accords him more anointing as he continues his worship, and yeah, and how he eventually meets gets to be with God by getting his by getting his glorified body, by getting his glorified body, by getting his unphysical glorified body. So yeah.